falling in love with you is the greatest thing I've ever done. Molly Ward. 9 years, people, 9 years without, Is this guy a saint? Or has he completely lost his marbles?
I believe the clinical term is highly dedicated, though. Clinically insane also has a certain ring to it, and he says that line like 50 times. It's practically his catchphrase.
Catchphrase of the celibate. I love it.
I'm not sure love is the appropriate verb here.
Welcome back to Heart Book Radio, the only book show that dares to ask the tough questions. Like, can you really achieve peak athletic performance by, abstaining? We're diving headfirst into Karla Sorensen's Focused, a book that's either a groundbreaking exploration of discipline or the most ridiculous premise in the history of sports romance.
I would lean towards the latter personally, though I must admit the author's commitment to this unique concept is admirable, in a deeply unsettling way.
Unsettling is our brand, darling.
They were metaphorical crustaceans, and I stand by my analysis. This week, however, we're dealing with a different kind of shell, a shell of self-denial.
Let's talk about Noah Griffin, also known as the Machine. This guy's so tightly wound, he probably flosses with steel cables, 9-year celibate, all thanks to a teenage window climbing incident with our heroine, Molly.
Ah, yes, the infamous window incident. The meet awkward that launched 1,000 therapy sessions. I'm diagnosing him with acute performance anxiety, possibly stemming from unresolved childhood trauma related to, a rogue football to the groin.
Oh, spicy. And Molly? Sweet, sunshiny Molly, who apparently caused this whole celibacy crisis by checks notes, attempting to climb into his bedroom window as a teenager. Girl, we've all been there, but 9 years of guilt?
I find her enabling, frankly. She's far too forgiving. Any self-respecting woman would have told him to get over himself and, live a little. She brings a casserole to a breakup, for crying out loud.
My ex brought a restraining order to our breakup. Much more efficient. But back to Noah. The internet is obsessed with his, lifestyle choice. Is he a secret agent? A time traveler? Did he make a pact with the devil in exchange for a perfect spiral?
I'm leaning towards repressed desires manifesting as an unhealthy obsession with athletic perfection. But the fan theories are far more entertaining. My favorite is that he's secretly building a robot football team, powered by his own pent-up energy.
And Logan. Don't forget Logan, Molly's overprotective brother. He's like a walking, talking, no fraternization clause.
A necessary plot device, I suppose, to keep the sexual tension simmering, though I suspect Logan secretly enjoys the drama.
Okay, so is this book a literary masterpiece, or a train wreck we can't look away from? I've seen reviews ranging from absolute perfection to dramatically brooding hero with zero sexiness. Zero. That's harsh.
The zero sexiness comment is intriguing. It suggests a fundamental misunderstanding of the slow burn romance genre. The tension is the sexiness, darling. It's all about the anticipation.
Says the guy who spent 3 hours last week analyzing the erotic symbolism of a lobster claw.
It was a metaphor, and a very insightful one, I might add. But let's examine some of these on-Hinge reviews. One reader claims the book is boring, while another says it's captivating. It's like the literary equivalent of a Rorschach test.
I got an email, supposedly from a listener. Dear Heart Book Radio, I tried Noah's celibacy diet for a week, and all I got was a craving for pizza and a really bad mood. 2 thumbs down.
Clearly, they lack the discipline. Though I do sympathize with the pizza craving. Another listener writes, if Noah Griffin were a sandwich, he would be a dry, unbuttered piece of whole wheat toast with a single, sad slice of lettuce.
Ouch. I would say he's more of a protein shake, all substance, no flavor. But Molly, She's a triple chocolate fudge sundae with extra whipped cream and a cherry on top.
I would argue she's more of a well-meaning but slightly bland quinoa salad, nutritious, but ultimately unsatisfying. This book is a quinoa salad.
You're just saying that because you're still mad about the lobster thing.
Okay, time for our patented, completely arbitrary rating system. I give Focused a solid 8 out of 10 awkward window encounters. It's a wild ride, even if the hero keeps his pants zipped the whole time.
I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 repressed footballs. The premise is ludicrous, the characters are frustrating, but the underlying emotional arc is surprisingly effective. If you can stomach the celibacy.
Contradictory as always. We're like the yin and yang of literary criticism.
Join us next week when we tackle The Billionaire's Secret Garden of Mutant Vegetables, a thrilling tale of genetically modified produce and forbidden romance.
I have a feeling I will be receiving more hate mail.
Only if you're lucky. This is Heartbook Radio, signing off. Don't forget to climb through a window and tell us what you think. Figuratively speaking, of course, we do not endorse actual window climbing.